The dark forest was rushing by so fast she couldn't make out details of the individual trees. She tried to pump her legs faster, but the bundle in her arms hampered her movements. She clutched it more tightly and risked a glance over her shoulder. She wasn't looking for help. She had already made that mistake once before. She had thought then that a godmother might come to her aid, but a monster had come instead. The very same nightmare that now pursued her. Pain was shooting up and down her legs, and her mouth ached from the cold air she gasped into her exhausted lungs. Fear could only push her body so far, and she had nearly reached her limit. Just when she thought she would collapse, a dark figure loomed in front of her. She screamed, swerving and falling to the ground. She twisted as she fell in order to protect her burden and landed hard against an outstretched root. She instantly recognized the silhouette in front of her, and her thoughts rushed back to the small attic room 3 years ago. She could feel the rough straw in her fingers and see the dawn threatening through the windows. And then the glint from the gold that was nothing compared to the avaricious gleam in the eyes of the man who kept her company. She had distrusted him even then, but she had been desperate for help from wherever she could get it, and she had been sure, with the bold certainty of youth, that she would find a way around his bargain. And so the pact had been made.
"Why do you flee from me?"
he asked. His voice had lost none of its arrogant assurance.
"There really is no point, you know. You can't possibly escape me. A bargain is a bargain."
She looked down at the precious baby in her arms, who was somehow still asleep.
"I'll be coming for her," he said, "when the time is right. So keep a careful eye out for me."
She woke, her eyes springing open and her heart racing, his incongruous high-pitched giggle echoing through her mind.